morning. This is Forrest, and this is the project I'm working on for our final project. Core statement is The Realm of the Arcane. Battle for the Crystal Heart is a tactical, story-driven board game where players traverse a series of challenging dungeons, battle magical foes, and solve intricate puzzles using customizable characters and spells. Players must strategize and use their skills along with luck and to rescue their allies and defeat the final boss deep within the catacombs, avoiding deadly traps and powerful enemies. So some of the features that we have are customizable players, magic system, event and combat driven gameplay, strategic combat, puzzle solving, items and equipment management, dynamic difficulty, multiple dice types. We use D4, D6, D8, D12, and D20, and then immersive storyline. So the decks and cards that are made up of, so we have action cards, event cards, and magic cards. Now, if you guys go to the Word doc that's in this, you will actually see the 40 cards that make up all of these. Key characters, you're going to have your warrior, you're going to have the mage, the rogue, and the healer, and then you're going to have the elite boss, the shattered one. Key character stats, now this will play into attack, spell casting, as well as health, and then their standard attack that they can use once a turn, and their special ability, which may or may not have a cost. The boss, so we actually do have attack, combat rolls, special abilities, weaknesses, as well as the mechanics for the boss phases 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, these can be controlled by any one of the players that would want to take on this challenge. Again, combat mechanics, we have initiation, turn turn order, the player actions, enemy actions, combat events, health points, long rest and reviving, and then winning and losing combats. We'll go more in depth with the attached document, which will explain everything, but this is pretty much how combat works. Here's an example. So player one rolls for initiative and goes first. Now they're all going to roll for initiative, but player one ended up getting the highest. They decide to attack an enemy using their standard attack, roll d20 and hit, dealing damage based on their weapon stat by rolling your d8, d6, whatever the basic attack is. Enemy rolls for 10 or for its turn, attacks player one, misses. So now player two decides to use a spell, rolls for its effects, and successfully deals damage to the enemy. Combat continues in this until all enemies or players are defeated. Loot table. So every encounter, every chest, every combat encounter, you will get a roll for this. Whether you have someone that is strictly just playing the best way is the DM is the most common when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons. Will roll this every single thing you kill, every chest you go, every item you pick up. Additional mechanics. So we do have other mechanics in it, such as crafting, long rest, the story master, which is the DM, loot mechanics, as well as card mechanics. Game setup. To begin this, each character will select a character, carefully consider their abilities and playstyle. Once characters are chosen, players prepare the game board for thrilling encounters ahead. So first, you're going to select your characters, and then you're going to do your token arrangement. So each one of the cards that we referred to earlier, the action, the event, and magic cards will have tokens assigned to them. So you have almost 120 tokens that you assign to the game board. And they're going to be upside down. So there'll be little black tokens on the other side. They're going to be a different color, red for action, yellow for magic, whatever it is. They're going to be color coordinated, but you can't see what they are. So as you land on them, you and your team will have to fight or go through. Face down placement, already covered that. Then final checks, just making sure everything's used. Players should have their HP and SP noted, and then once complete, players are ready to embark on their epic journey by rolling, and then you can move. Now, this is just a mock up that I created using an app. So, as you can tell, each one of these swords would, would be a token. Again, I only put a few chests out here. I didn't feel like putting 40 different engagements, 40 chests, 40 potions, 40 spells across the board, but this is kind of like a basic layout. And then over here, you have your final boss. It says the shattered one. It's hard to read, but that's how you get to it. And there's multiple ways. There's dead ends to get certain things. So this is the overall map. Hope, and then again, story recap: the catacombs of Arcane have long been forgotten. but within them lies an ancient evil. When a group of heroes is set to rescue kidnap allies, they uncover a much greater threat, the rebirth of a powerful dark sorcerer. The heroes must battle their way through hordes of magical creatures, traps, and puzzles to stop the sorcerer from escaping the Titan's dreams, wreaking havoc on the world. So I hope you guys enjoy the game. Thank you.